Hey guys, Cozmxc here, and as you can tell by the title of today's video, I'm going to be playing on Astolfo client. Now, as some of you may or may not know, Astolfo isn't exactly well known for being super consistent, but for some reason their bypasses are always on top no matter how long it is between updates. I don't exactly know how Zazel does it, but it works and it's pretty good. And another thing is that Hypixel has been really on top of patching a lot of clients lately. And I'm pretty sure the reasoning for that is due to the Rise and Tenacity source being leaked, which is pretty annoying. But I know Intent has upped their obfuscation. There shouldn't be any Intent leaks anytime soon. But even though Watchdog has been updating like crazy and patching basically everything, like the flies that clients have and a lot of clients scaffold, Astolfo is still bypassing really well, especially with the scaffold. Basically every client scaffold can only go 25 blocks before placing ghost blocks, or some even lower than that. Astolfo can go, well, it's basically infinite. Astolfo's scaffold is pretty much infinite. I tested it yesterday in Bed Wars, and I've gone up to 500 blocks before just running out of blocks and ended up just needing to go to an island. So as far as I know, it is basically infinite. Literally no clients would be able to go that distance at the moment. Maybe a month or so ago, clients would easily be able to go there. But at the moment, no clients can. Even if you don't have sprint on, no clients are basically this consistent. So this is basically my main reason for making a video right now. Since no clients are really updating right now, cheating has been very stale. And I just recently bought Astolfo, so I thought I may as well just make a video on it, just showing how good it is even when it doesn't update. I know that Astolfo has had very good kill aura for a while now. I know it's been pretty well known for having good kill aura. As you can see there, easily won a HVH. That's definitely a positive for the client. This client doesn't really have many cons. The only issue I can really think of in the client is the price. The price for Astolfo is $40 USD. And if you want to pay with any other payment method besides Bitcoin, it ends up being $53 USD, including fees. So it is pretty pricey for a hack client, since Rise is about $30 and Tenacity is $15. In my opinion, it is definitely worth it, because even though I'm not using Sprint Scaffold at the moment, you can use Sprint Scaffold if you want to. It may silent flag, I'm not exactly too sure. I don't think it does, but I do get banned if I use Sprint, so I just rather not use it. So the scaffold is basically my only real reasoning to make a video on Astolfo at the moment, since, as I did mention, no clients actually have a good scaffold right now. Again, they go maybe 20 blocks and then start placing ghost blocks, which is not great if you don't feel like falling into a void. Especially since most clients don't actually have an anti-void right now. Just having a client like Astolfo that basically always consistently bypasses is just like really good. And if you do have the money to get Astolfo, and obviously you're willing to spend that much on a hack client for a block game, then I would definitely recommend getting it. The main features at the moment obviously is the kill aura and the scaffold. Obviously there are other modules that are really good. The only real downside at the moment, since it hasn't updated, there is no working speed. So that is a little annoying, but it's not all that bad. Speed is useful, but you don't really need it unless you're trying to strafe around someone. After this game, I will go into Bed Wars and display how well the client actually works, or like how well the scaffold properly works. As I did mention before, I went up to 500 blocks and then ended up just having to stop because I ran out of blocks. So, yeah, I'll just head into a Bed Wars game right now. Alright, so here I am in Bed Wars, and I'm just gonna get this kid's bed real quick because I know he's gonna follow my bridge once I do start scaffolding. Alright, so now that kid's gone, I'm just gonna buy a couple more blocks. I do have 3 stacks, but better to have a lot, just so I can show how far it really does go. Alright. Okay, so again, I'm not using Sprint at the moment, since it may silent flag. I don't think it does, but there is a possibility, since I only get banned if I'm using Sprint Scaffold. So that's just one thing to mention if you have Astolfo and you're gonna load it up for just to use a scaffold. But as you can see, no clients actually go this far with Scaffold, so it is pretty impressive to see a client that doesn't update too consistently to go this far. So really impressive. That's about 100 blocks down. I'm just gonna keep going. So yeah, this is basically what I meant by it's infinite, because it is literally an infinite scaffold. I do have more blocks. I'm just gonna put these in my inventory real quick, or my hopper. But yeah, that's basically 300 blocks right there, which again is very impressive for a client, like especially right now when scaffolds are basically completely patched. But yeah, so that's about it for today's video. Long story short, Astolfo is basically one of the best clients at the moment. I wouldn't say the best, as it is missing some important features, but it does bypass really well at the moment, so that's definitely a big plus for it. It doesn't really surprise me, since Astolfo has been one of the best clients for a while, and always seems to bypass no matter how far between updates there is and how much Hypixel has been updating. If you do want to get Astolfo, I would recommend it if you have the money and you're willing to spend that much on a client for Minecraft. But yeah, if you did enjoy, please consider liking and subscribing, as it would really help out the channel, and yeah, I'll hopefully see you in the next one.